Our Prime Minister, Mr. Andrew Holness. It is so very sad what is happening to our Prime Minister. The police descended on the Prime Minister's house one night, saying that the Prime Minister was under threat. And up to now, we can't know what this threat was. Is it a top secret? This threat that Andrew Holness came under, him and his household, he and his household were under threat according to the police, and they repelled the threat. What is this threat? We are talking about the Prime Minister of the country. The public don't have a right to know what the threat was. In police, JCF, and all who concerned in any self-respecting country, the Prime Minister or the President could come under threat, and all the police come out and say it was a threat. But, Uno know 119? Uno know 119 have sources all over the place. 119 I know easy boy you see me in this country, you know. Uno think 119 a quashi in this country? Let me tell you what the grapevine is whispering to me. Based on what the grapevine has been telling 119 in his ears, I have to ask these pertinent questions. Was it a domestic dispute at the Prime Minister's residence? Was there a big fight going on at the residence of the Prime Minister? Did a helper attempt to intervene and break up the fight and couldn't break up the fight and so had to call the police? Me nah say I saw it going on. Me no want nobody come sue me. I am just asking questions. And for years, the rumor mill in Jamaica has had it now that the Prime Minister and his wife are not getting along. Is that true? Is it true that the Prime Minister and his wife sleep in separate rooms? These are just questions to be answered. And this turmoil in the country now over Andrew Holness' finances, and when he get so much money and when he do with the money and I move up in money up and down. There are some pertinent questions in regards to that also. Some questions to be answered. And the first question that I would raise, the first question from 119 is whether we recognize how serious an issue this is. And when I say that, I mean it's a serious issue internationally. Because Jamaica operates under some international rules and laws and guidelines to do with the handling of money. And I want to sit named the fat cat. It's very technical, you know. But 119 I got broke it down for you. One international guidance law that our banks have to operate under, or else they can't do no business with no foreign bank. And right now as we stand, one bank in America do business with Jamaican banks, and it's the Bank of America. Because we were on a blacklist. Because we now abide by certain things to do with money laundering. And money laundering just mean that money that is obtained illegally, when you try clean up that money by transferring it all over the place or by putting it in legitimate businesses, that is what money laundering is. Money laundering means that you have to explain your source of income to the banks. The banks must be able to establish your source of income. Now, if there are questions at the level of our banks, of our banking sector, to do with the Prime Minister, you don't know what that means? I saw the Americans are going to get involved and the international financial community is going to get involved. And I don't hear anybody talking about it. I don't hear none of the journalists, none of the financial analysts, none of the pundits, none of the this or that raising this point. So 119 have to come and open up on your eyes as usual. It's a very serious matter. If there are questions about the Prime Minister of Jamaica's source of funds, it means that we might not be able to do any business internationally. Right now, some country now take no money from Jamaica through our banking system. Want to know that? Be a difficulty. And that is why it is such a serious matter. And when I talk, I don't want to know if things say me a talk from a position of politics. Now watch the color shirt when me have on. A green blood run through me. I am a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party through and through. I believe in Andrew Holness. I love Andrew Holness. I know that Andrew Holness is the best Prime Minister Jamaica has ever had. The second best Prime Minister Jamaica has ever had was Bruce Golding, and he went out in a cloud of darkness. And this Prime Minister now look like him go out in a cloud of darkness too. Me don't know what to labor right them. But you don't watch my shirt. Me they just put on the shirt, yeah. Green blood run through me. My mother, God rest her soul, my mother was a political activist for the JLP in Portland. We were on the trucks at the JLP meetings as children back at my mama. On the campaign trail back at my mama. My sister was a political activist in Ocherius, where she resided for the JLP. She was a JLP worker. And my entire family are supporters of JLP. But I am not one of the dumbass people who think that if you support the JLP, it means they can do no wrong. And if you support the PNP, it means they can do no wrong. The JLP can do wrong, and the JLP can do right. The PNP can do wrong, and the PNP can do right. And I wish that all Jamaicans would put aside our political biases and look at the thing objectively. Right is right and wrong is wrong, no matter who you support. And Andrew Holness, our Prime Minister, is in deep doo-doo. You are in deep doo-doo, Andrew. I love you. But you are in deep doo-doo. Deep, deep doo-doo. 119. And please remember to subscribe and press the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And if you're on TikTok, you press the follow button. And remember to like this video. That is it. Just do that for me. And tomorrow morning when you look in your bank account, you're going to see a nice little deposit in there. 119.